Welcome to Social Awkward with Evan Wecksell. I'm Evan Wecksell, and this is the first ever Bon Jovi fan summit. It's been a big week and month, the last few weeks of Bon Jovi. Shows have been going on tour. They're going to MSG 4 times. No, they added a show. 5 times, they added more. 9 times. They're up to 9 shows. They're doing now 3 in Wembley in London. They're going to the UK. They're going to Ireland. But alas, hardcore fans I have here with me, some of the ticketing processes could have been keeping it at 100. Without further ado, though, let's introduce these fans. And to prove they're real fans and not hired actors, they're each going to show me something Bon Jovi in their room. First up, my socially awkward correspondent, my Bon Jovi correspondent, I guess, is socially awkward. Now, my producer, I guess, of this episode, Michele Bloom. Welcome.
Hello.
Good.
There
What
you
what
go.
Bon Jovi do you have in your room?
It's my rock and roll Hall of Fame room.
Oh wow. So you got
Got
the guitar
the
signed?
electric, yep, and the acoustic signed. The pictures are all really cool because they're all like double process pictures.
Yeah.
They're like my pictures, family pictures that I've
And
taken back after we got them and got them signed.
good. And
So
you
really
freeze
cool.
dried John Bon Jovi like Harrison Ford in the Star Wars movies right there against your wall. You're gonna unwrap him for July so that you will drive him to Madison Square Garden.
There you go.
Excellent. New Facebook friend. Technically, the reason I'm doing this is because Chantel Griffin, it came thanks to Michelle from South Carolina. What is in your Jovi wall? Welcome, first of all, but what's in your Jovi wall?
Um, Let me see. We can.
Yeah, let's go.
I have a Jovi room just for
It's
a
like we're
peek.
creeping in her house right now. This is great.
Right, you're right. What I'm
Take me
trying to
to
do
the
is
attic.
I
here
love that
are
though. Look,
Oh, wow. Look at
look.
these membership
all of my
cards.
membership cards. I
So,
joined in July of '89.
right, we are going to mention the timeline of the Bon Jovi fan club backstage with John Bon Jovi, and
But
she's been there
yes,
since the beginning.
I have
And
a lot of
wow,
things.
wow, good.
All right, Jerry,
That's
it's your
great.
turn.
That's great. Okay, then Jerry. Now I've said this before. Now, just some inside baseball. This is our second time recording it. Not going to say why. If you want to support the podcast for $50 a month, I'll tell you. But that never happened. What we're gonna do is if Bon Jovi fans entered a March Madness like tournament, this next fan would be a #1 seed. The Duke basketball of Bon Jovi fans, I feel. Jerry Braden, Pennsylvania. You got so much Bon Jovi around you right now. Can you pick and choose a few things you'd want to tell us about, or
Well, we have all day.
we have we have 45 minutes, but it's
No,
okay.
so
It's all right.
I have just like Chantel and Mich I have a whole office room dedicated to my collection I've collected for 25 years. That's just some of the background, which I'm actually going to change up. But I'll show you the newest thing I just added to the
Yeah.
collection real quick. I had this when I was a teenager, and I think I stupidly put it in the washer, and
Hmm.
you weren't, and it damaged it. And I finally found it, but it's a 1992
Mm.
flag of Keep the Faith JBJ. And I've been on the hunt for this thing for years and years. I paid $20 for it.
Wow.
And the thing is so freaking hard to get. $20.
Not bad,
So
That's
not
cool.
bad.
yeah,
That and because you got in when at like 2001 you started becoming a fan?
2000.
2000. It's My Life brought you in?
Yeah, yeah, May of 2000, yeah.
Wow.
And
Okay.
Crush in June.
Oh wow. Well, when I think I got this for less than 20 bucks. This is my blanket of album covers. But
Oh, that's cool.
it repeats album covers over and over again. They don't have all of them. They
Oh,
have greatest hits and you know,
you, you know what drives me nuts about like those blankets are really cool. My wife got me one.
yeah, I'll wear it.
It just my OCD, it drives me nuts that the albums aren't in order.
We aren't in order, correct?
Seriously.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
At least put like the
not that cool.
power station years on there too. Like give us everything. Give us One Wild Night Live or who knows.
One Wild
Cool.
Night Live was good though. That was
It
very good.
was. Okay. So here we are. We've had these people have tickets for the upcoming Bon Jovi shows. Um I just want to get from each of you guys, what was your experience like getting tickets this time around? I know there was a pre-sale codes came out. You had to sign up for pre-sale codes. General sales went on. But obviously, Ticketmaster may be a virus that we have yet to classify. Um, I guess I'll start with Michelle. What was it like with you? The experience, going in, going through it, the trauma potentially. What? How
I
was
think
it?
I went into it, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of people, very leery. This
Mhm.
was the first time we went into it with no fan club,
Yeah.
um, no fan club codes, and we were flying blind with the public. And, of course, you can go on Bon Jovi, get the pre-sale codes, but anybody could have got on the pre-sale code. So that was
Right.
the first time ever. Trying to join the queue, we found the numbers higher than the venue held,
Yes.
which was just, we've never experienced anything like that. And quite frankly, we're not used to it. And it was heartbreaking. And it's still heartbreaking for a lot of people
Yeah.
because me being in New Jersey, I will be at all 9 shows.
Nice.
I will find my way. You
Wow.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
prepared, but definitely wasn't prepared to have to play. Okay, well, we'll wait a while on this date and this date, and this is going to drop. And it's really hard
Yeah.
with no fan club.
Yeah.
Really hard with no fan club.
And then also Chantel, you're probably the furthest one away from Madison Square Garden. But how?
Right.
Because you do. It's like, are you driving there? Are you flying there? What? Like how
No,
many
I
show?
booked my flight when the shows were announced and I knew which one I wanted to go to. So I
Okay.
had my flight
Oh, good.
last week. I was just going to be doing the 14th
Yeah.
when putting the you get in the waiting room and there were 172,000 people in front of me.
Wow.
And I thought, oh, thank God I did refundable on that airline ticket.
Oh my gosh.
So, but it was probably 45 minutes or longer till you could get in to actually see what was available.
Mhm.
Since then, I do believe I'm going to be coming back for the 26th.
Oh, cool. So you'll come back
So,
and forth. You'll get a couple.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And yeah, I haven't told my
Good.
husband that yet, so
That,
shh.
that's fine. Happy birthday. And
Right.
again, regardless of what we say about this experience, we are beyond thrilled that Bon Jovi is going back on
Yes.
tour. This was a 5 year, like, even if you want to take it back to when Richie left, who I'm the only one I still think never say goodbye, never say never, but that's just me. Since 2013, there was less predictability with this band. And especially during COVID, especially with John's recovery and surgery and building up the stamina. And if I could give him an out, maybe it's because he's practicing singing 2 hours a day, where maybe he can't put attention on things like what we were dealing with. I don't know. But this, where like you get to see them in their element, you get to see him happy, you get to see him in front of an audience. Great. Jerry, what was it like though for you, like going in, like you have seen him number of times, many different locations, seen him during the chili cook-off as well as Michelle. Yeah,
They're
what?
everywhere.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm missing. You're by the way, Bon Jovi historian. You how do you know all these dates? Like you just kind of have kept track of things very well. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Give that man a Bon Jovi IQ test. So, and he has his own podcast, Bon Jovi Discussions. I did want to mention that because whenever there's an event, he's there on with someone else talking about it. So be sure to check that out. But I guess going in with your experience, I know it kind of hit kind of hard probably, but what was that like for you?
Kind of going off what Michelle and Chantel had mentioned, I think it was very disheartening to see so many other diehard fans. Let me go back for a second. I guess
Sure.
for the last 25 years with fan club pre-sale, there was always a fan club pre-sale, and for all these years, we've been able to get on before anybody else because we were fan club members and be able to get good VIP packages, get good seats, get first dibs at tickets, and then you'd go online and celebrate with everybody. It was a very joyous day after the stressful hour of getting tickets. But you'd go online and you see everybody celebrate that they got tickets.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this wasn't the case, because there's no fan club anymore. And I remember, getting online and seeing everybody, just all these diehards that have supported the band album after album, tour after tour, blah blah blah, not getting any tickets. And we did the pre-sale, so we're doing the first 4 shows for now. And my buddy and I, we had a plan. So I was shooting for night 1 and 4. He was shooting for night 2 and 3. We had a big plan. It just kind of went to the wayside once the pre-sale started. And our main goal was to get the legendary VIP front row because we wanted to do the side thing before.
Sure.
Nothing. And we just kept refreshing, and for each 4 nights. And my buddy was actually in the queue for an hour. He was like
Wow.
250,000 ahead. There was only maybe 1,000 people ahead of me. So I kept refreshing pages, and I'd finally front row package would appear. I'd click on it to add to cart, unavailable because somebody else got it. But thankfully, 4th night, I didn't even think about it. I clicked the 2 tickets, paid for it, and done. But we weren't able to get the 3 other tickets, and so I said, you know what? Well, we have Wednesday pre-sale for, I think it was like a Sirius XM pre-sale. Went on the Sirius XM pre-sale Wednesday, absolutely nothing. For fans like us, not to sound selfish, but for me, for a Bon Jovi show, I have to be close. That's my favorite band.
Yeah.
There were just tickets up in the 200s, and I'm not gonna sit there. I sound like a dick, excuse my language. But so,
Hey,
But
man,
you don't. But
you
you
got-
don't
you've
because
got
we've all been there with
cachet.
you. You know what I mean? You don't.
yeah,
As and I said this, for all of us, they're a big part of our identity. Like
exactly.
Oh yeah.
we have idols, we have people we look up to, and John Bon Jovi, his band has been that for us. Some people people have tattoos of him. People
Oh yeah.
have literally, like he talks about, the radio saved my life. Bon Jovi has saved a lot of people's lives.
Oh yeah.
I would never have picked up a guitar, albeit as a comedian, if not for covering Bon Jovi songs at first. So yeah, it's like I should be up there. I've earned it. We've put the time in, we've invested, and we have that. We're not casual. We're
Same
for
thing.
real.
I've been doing it since I'm 14. I'm 52.
Yeah.
I don't know life without it. And that's
Right.
why, like, everybody's like, you're doing 9? Yes, I'm doing 9. And when he did the Prudential Center, I did all 10 too. I
Wow.
can't, like, he's an hour down. Are you crazy? Like, I can't not stay home. And all the press has been so amazing to watch. And like he keeps saying, like Jerry was saying too, John's in such a great place, and this is such a joyous tour and a joyous record. And it is. This part of it, this really just sucked. I mean, we were in Nashville, we were all excited. Again, that's the cue of a lot of the fans that you're talking about here. They
Yeah.
could announce a runaway tomorrow. Where's the credit card? You know what I mean? Like, let's go. Like, there's just no second guessing. So when you see something like this happen, it's really, really upsetting. It's never happened to us before, and I'm willing to pay for it. I have
Yeah.
no problem paying for a fan club membership.
I have a Bon Jovi savings account, so
No way.
Yeah.
yeah.
I did too, Chantel.
Well, after Nashville,
It's like saying
after
I've opened
Nashville,
up
we
an
all knew.
LLC, Bon Jovi Fan LLC. I report as my business. We
But,
I mean, again, but after Nashville, it was so positive that, again, I knew to come home and clear a credit card. And same thing, I have a credit card too that's strictly for this tour.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the way it is. And that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. What were you saying, Jerry?
going back to my story, I just want to finish my experience. But kind of like what Michelle said, we want to be up there close supporting our favorite band, especially because of John's recovery and the band back on stage, and just as loyal fans that we are, showing our support. But yeah, so then Thursday was the Ticketmaster Live Nation pre-sale. That was a waste of time. There was like no tickets. And then the general sale on Friday was the biggest shocker because, we were in queue. I got in right at 10 o'clock.
Wow.
There was nothing but those pink resale seats.
Oof.
And the most expensive seats outside of VIP packages were these stupid official platinum that were like $1,000.
Yeah.
The resale seats are $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, and there was no blue seats. It was 99% resale seats right
Yeah.
at the get-go of general on sale. So that was disheartening. So like I said a little bit ago, it's sad to see the diehard fans who've supported this band. And it's not the band's fault, it's Ticketmaster who've supported this band year after year, album after blah, 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 not being able to get tickets.
Yeah. And I guess this just takes us back. Like, Chantel, when you started the fan club in 1989, how were tickets operated back then? Just for historical context.
Well, that was Bon Jovi in '89. They played Columbia in July. The last time they were here
Yeah.
was I've traveled for all the other shows I've been to. For that particular show, the turnout was so large to get tickets that we went the night before on sale. Well, you went the week before and gave out wristbands. You went back the night before on sale and they did a
Mhm.
lottery. They
Yeah.
took us into the arena, drew numbers, lined us up in the seats in order, and told us, get to know your neighbor, be here at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and we're going to line up. And they as they drew your number, they marked your wristband of what window you would be at. We went back the next morning. Of course, me, I was 12 years old. Uh, I was the one whose number was drawn first out of my mother and my best friend and my aunt. So at 12 years old, I stood in line for my first Bon Jovi tickets and I paid $18.50 for my first ticket.
Hells yeah. And this was then when Mrs. B was in charge of backstage at that
Yes,
time.
yes,
Because
yes.
that's usually what it was. It was lining up the morning early, the night before,
Hmm.
no sleep, and just
Yeah,
like wait it out. And you get your,
right,
then, the way it was is maybe every other row was set aside for the fan club. Let
right.
his friends and let the industry watch when they got to watch. And then I guess we had Mrs. B for a while. Then we had Matt going into the 2000s a little bit. Then we had what was the beginning of Runaway Tours, which the most recent trip was in Nashville for their first full show. Um, we had that, and then Jerry, you also mentioned the JBJ experience. Was that fan club or was that like a separate extra thing? Was
That
that
was a that was a fan club because they can't. I don't know why, but they stopped backstage. I think in 2020,
okay?
and then 21 JBJ Experience started because that was supposed to bring us exclusive content, which I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the videos of John in his basement going through stuff, showing
Yeah,
vintage videos. And then the content kind of slowed down, but I like the merch packages that we were getting. But unfortunately, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I think 23 is when they canceled the experience. Yeah, so it
Yeah,
only
because
lasted for a couple of years.
2022 we were on tour and we had fan club tickets.
Yeah.
I mean,
mhm,
same thing. We were getting same thing. They would email us our codes,
yeah,
and then we would log on to Ticketmaster, have our own code from back from
okay,
JBJ Experience. And again, no problems because again, our tickets were allotted already. So it was like if you sold out, which never happened, you're going against the fan club members. You know what I'm saying? It's not
yeah.
a general on sale. We've never before today, before this week, been in a general on sale, which is awful.
Yeah.
Just,
And was there an
ugh.
official announcement of when this started, or did it just that part of the website go away? Is it, or it just never came up this
They
time?
announced that they were going to retire the website, that our last packages would be shipped in a month.
Okay,
It kind of the site kind of just went what's what I'm looking for, went empty, and then we got our
yeah,
packages, and that's it.
okay.
But
And I
John
mean,
was also healing at that time, stuff like that. So you always figured if we came back, they would do
it would
something.
come back.
And to our surprise, we got nothing. So
Right.
disappointing.
So yeah, I think the main thing, like what we're looking for, I guess, is if there's some kind of resurrection and if there's some kind of way hardcore fans can get that extra access like the other bands out there have their fan clubs, whether official or just kind of in partnership with the band. Is there a path back? Whether that means reactivating that website that doesn't exist anymore, or whether that means can we set up some separate entity that would accommodate. And I don't know how economical it was for them to mail packages every quarter to fans with the experience, but what's the brainstorm here? Could there be a way? And we know the answer is going to be yes, but could there be a way of how it could be yes if this was to happen?
My suggestion would be again, I think the runaway staff is amazing. I mean, they know exactly how to, I mean, of course, they've and with Matt's guidance, and there's Casey and Darren and Dave and Rob, and I mean Rob's also been there since the Mrs. B days, which is fantastic. He knows everybody. He knows the computer. He knows the systems. I think at one point even he did a sale
Mm.
I think it was Prudential Center.
Oh wow.
He did the fan club sale at one point too. And again, the sale went fantastic. You know what I mean? Like that's remember when they had the tables set up? We
Oh,
had
in
to go
front of
pick
the
up our
venues.
envelopes. Yes,
Okay.
yes. They were doing the ticketing system at some point too.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So they've done an array of different things over the years.
Right.
That's why I'm like, nothing's impossible. You know what I mean? And of course, like anything, you have to pay for a fan club. You have to run it. You have to pay people.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that staff was fantastic. And they're always fantastic on the runaway trips. I mean, Jerry's been too, so I'm sure he can add in on, the staff and all them. They're always so accommodating and go out of their way for us.
Yeah.
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 Any other way? So maybe was this just a trial run of because again, the goal of John was I want to do, was it 4 shows in a week? I want to be able to do 2.5 hours, 4 shows a week. We'll do that. Maybe we'll do it for 2 weeks because now we added 5 more garden shows. But maybe in 2026, could it be possible with knowledge like this out there and experiences like this out there, where we could get some semblance of something, whether it takes even like a new nonprofit, Bon Jovi fans for new fan club to backstage 2.0, who knows?
I was gonna say, and I had just inquired about it because I was curious.
Yeah,
I had heard like Goo Goo Dolls, which, they had gone out with Bon Jovi at one point. They were,
yeah.
um, I think it's a bunch of fans that got together. It's called Absolute Goo. And I had spoken to somebody over there, and their Goo Goo Dolls backs them and, gives them stuff for little giveaways and stuff like that. And they do little letters and giveaways and, stuff like that. And it's really cool. They've been doing it 25 years.
And at its
25 years.
barest, would you be okay with just when we go on tour, just the tickets? That's all we can really do right now, fan club wise. Is that the main thing that you guys would require as hardcore fans,
And
like,
the community,
and a community?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
community to have
Fantastic.
that community we're all out here floundering, like, like you said about seeing the online response to the ticket sales last week. It was not a joyous time for all of us.
Yeah,
Or, well, it was for me. I got the night I wanted, but seeing so many people I've known for so very long that were completely empty-handed, and we're
right.
like, if anybody has anything extra, if anybody, and I bought one ticket. That was all I bought,
Yeah,
because I don't know that I could have gotten two. I don't know that I'm that fast.
yeah. Yeah, and yeah, like I live in LA, so like I mean, for me to go there, I'd probably be going with a family of four. So I just couldn't. I could. The only thing I'm seeing instead is the Married with Children reunion in LA. So that's my Bon Jovi experience, and they referenced John Bon Jovi on a couple of episodes. So that's as close as I'm getting in this year. But he's probably going to tour in 2026, 2027, and pending everything. So, but again, so the starting up point is the community, of which there are some out there. I mean, you run two face value ticket groups where people have tickets to get rid of. I mean, they're there at face value for you, but
Yeah, and I want to just say, as of right now, too, for the first time ever, I shut the page because what's going on right now is crazy. And they're resales, and there's not even anything on there for face value. So, I mean, all it is literally a list of, because there's like, I think 1,900 people on that page
yeah,
of looking, 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 seeking, looking, seeking. We've never had that response before,
No.
ever. And then on the other page,
Michelle's
everybody's
page was
upset.
a page you went to and found what you were looking for. You
yeah,
didn't, you know,
yeah,
quickly, usually too. I you know,
yeah,
used it before. Had, been able to get tickets for other tours for a friend to go with me. And
yeah,
yeah, Michelle's
Yeah, and we
other
keep the
page is
scalpers
just
off, you know
crazy.
what I mean? That's the key,
Yeah.
is to everybody's fair, we want our friends in for face value,
right,
whatever that is. But we don't even know what face value is right now.
right. And I think the closest thing we had to a fan club are these runaway tour trips because, they cost, sometimes $2,000 for a weekend, get a free show, hotel, welcome party. I mean, if I were to go on those, I would be most excited about the welcome party because it's just like it's seeing
Oh, fun.
everyone and it's
Mhm.
reconnecting because I had the guts to start a career because I played Bon Jovi songs in a hotel after a Jovi show at like 2 in the morning, and no one told
So
me
I
when
was
to
going to
stop.
say, I think I was hanging out with the person that was with Jerry, and I think Jerry, did you stay up all night after everybody went home after JBJ Nash? You guys were
I
like up all night in the hotel talking in the lobby because I was meeting up with somebody for breakfast the next morning, and she said, "Oh my God, we didn't like we were all in the lobby chatting till 6 in the morning," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So
and it, that's the greatest thing about having a fan club, and even just social media now, which is kind of taken over that as well.
Yeah,
We're a community. Like the Bon Jovi community is a place where I truly feel like I belong and I fit in.
yeah,
And so when I go to, all these events, it's amazing just to be able to catch up with friends and talk. And like Michelle just said, staying up till 6 in the morning talking about the band. And sometimes it's even beyond that, like talking about our families and what we do and this and that. And so I think that's the importance of a fan club, is just having that community. And I remember when Backstage was online, you had the forums, and we'd play games like this or that or A to Z, or
yeah.
what, they're just fun things. We'd also talk about the tour and get questions answered that we'd have. And but yeah, like I said, I think the greatest thing about the fan club is that sense of community. And we, other than social media, we don't have a special place to have that community.
mhm.
Right. It's basically the trips are lazy like summer camp mixed with graduation weekend mixed with family reunion all rolled up into one.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So,
they're so fun.
and maybe it starts with just being one new official X account away from them being like, this is the official social account. Go to this link. Here's the ticket info. Here's the membership info, and away we go. It's just a matter of like the timing and the personnel and how do you kind of meld it all together. It doesn't seem
Exactly.
impossible.
No,
It
not
just
at
has to
all.
be. I guess it's more of a matter of convenience at this time because it seems like with only such a small amount of shows, can there's like so much. He just puts him out there so much. He puts himself out there so much with so much attention from all these outlets. Can we carve out just a little bit of space and a little bit of attention to bring back those people, bring back, the Jerrys, the Michelles, you like, your other names, like the Kims and the Lucas and everyone, just everyone that would be in that 64-person Bon Jovi fan tournament. Can they all come back? And, it's a chance to see everyone again and even see new people. I'm sure like you guys meet new Bon Jovi fans at new trips every time. And
Mhm.
it's the great thing about the evolution of relationships and
And Evan and
connection.
we spoke to people in Italy, we've spoken to people in England, and the only reason why they're not on our podcast right now is because it's 10 o'clock at
Yeah.
night in New Jersey or Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
So on the other side of the world, it's like the middle of the night. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason why we couldn't get anybody on the show. But yeah,
Oh,
this is worldwide. This
I was the
is
yes.
last option, everybody.
No,
no,
you
you weren't.
weren't. You were
No, you weren't.
you were playing hard to get. That's what you
We
were.
just
No.
wanted everybody from all over to say, hey.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I want to add one more thing too.
Yeah, go
There's
ahead.
so much that if there was a new fan club, there's so many great ideas that I have and so many others have that you could bring to the fan club. Kind of like what JBJ Experience was. Putting that, and I kind of know Backstage with Bon Jovi, it's kind of that free website's kind of taken over things, which is a great website. But
Mhm.
added exclusive content, or the band's going on tour next year, so add behind the scenes. Remember, you guys remember
we
BJTV?
did that all the time.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Beyond Crush, yeah.
do those backstage interviews, or behind the scenes stuff, and upload it to the fan club. Do the giveaways.
Mhm.
There's just so much stuff that you could do in a fan
Oh, yeah.
club, and like what John did with the Q&As and the JBJ Experience. He would do them every November, and us fans got to go online and ask. We get to, like this on Zoom, ask John a question, and he'd answer it and go to the next fan. It was awesome.
Mhm.
A fan club allows you not only to have a community, but also get you a little closer to the artist and
Yep.
make you feel as special as a fan.
Mhm.
Oh, there's so I just had so many comedic ideas on how we could have extra access. I'd be like, get a clip of John yelling at football on the TV, like and see how he reacts to the Patriots losing the game, or let's see, win a chance to like organize his video archives in his basement for 1 hour. Run in there and tidy up what you can, and then get the heck out before we call security. But Yeah, I mean, you can be creative with stuff like that. I just feel like there's like obviously the usual stuff you can do, but there's kind of like the cheeky stuff you could, fun stuff you can do, um, with a fan club in 2025. And I think it
Yep.
could be odd.
No, it's also, I think, one of the Q&As last week too in London. Somebody had asked him about the
Right,
fan club community, and
right,
he had said that he took much pride in the fan club because when everybody else didn't have a fan club, here he had was this community with the fan club, and he even called out certain fans and was like, "Again, you're in the book, and this is there from Giant Stadium," and he's like, "This girl's been here since 1989." So it's like we're all feeling it. All the
right.
whole world
Even
is
right on the
feeling this.
cover here, you got like the backstage with John Bon Jovi,
Yeah.
because it
Yep.
was always interesting. It was never like connected directly to the band during like these trips always seem to be something separate from like the main band machine, but technically it's the same machine. And I guess they tried to maybe merge it after Crush or after the Circle. And I mean, I don't know if it's like there's certain logistical things that prevented that, or is it need to be something that's kind of run by a family member? I think we just need to find out what Anthony Bon Jovi's up to right now and see what he's doing on the
There we
weekends.
go. We haven't heard what he's doing in a
Yeah, let's
while.
see if maybe see what Romeo's doing. Maybe Romeo for an internship for summer.
Somebody can do it. Somebody please do it.
Yeah, but we'll
We'll
see.
help.
Or it'll just be us. We'll see. Yeah.
I hear you.
It's good. That's why we have Bon Jovi fan summits, the first
Yeah.
ever
There
of
you go.
Right.
Make it great.
And
Listen,
they,
and it'll be a lucrative business.
There you go.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like we can definitely speak worldwide. Everybody wants love to see it come back. So
Yep.
if they come back in 26, I really hope it's something they consider to bring back because I really would hate that we're going through this again.
Yeah.
This ticket thing has been terrible.
Mhm.
We'll try to fix it. We'll try to undo take down the walls, I guess. Take those walls, build them up, we'll tear them down. That's what we'll do.
Yeah. There you
Um
go.
I guess to go around first next, what is there a moment during a show? Is there a song each of you guys most are looking forward to when you see Bon Jovi at the Garden? I'll just go around with each of you guys. Like I know obviously we've seen many full shows in our time. Is there a certain moment, certain song you're looking forward to having seen it, or want to hear a song you haven't heard in a long time that may come back? Could start with anyone having who wants to go first? Any idea? Chantel, I think you're thinking of something. What are you most looking forward to when you're in Madison Square Garden and there they are?
I'm
I
just a
want to hear
little
the
overwhelmed. I'm a little overwhelmed right now with the thought of going into Madison Square Gardens to see them. It's very similar to the feeling I had in 2001 when I went into Giant Stadium. It's like I had made it to the dance. I was there.
Yeah.
The Garden's the same right now in my head.
Yeah.
um, I I always I always have to go back to Living on a Prayer. That
Yeah.
was the song that caught my ear. That was the song that started this craziness. Um, the sing along with that is always just phenomenal as everywhere. It's universal. Um, so I guess probably Living on a Prayer
Hmm.
is what I'm probably because of the location and what it means to a girl from South Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Michelle, what are you most looking forward to when
I
you
want to
get
hear
in
the new
Madison Square
songs.
Garden?
I want to hear the new songs. I'm very
Yeah,
ready. Like he's ready to play them. I'm ready to hear them.
yes,
Um,
I
Red,
agree.
White, and Jersey.
Yeah.
Like we saw that it was a teaser on the set list for
Hmm.
Nashville, and he never played it. He must have rehearsed it
Oh,
because
no
there was a
way.
rehearsal set list and a show set list, and it was on the rehearsal set list. So I want
And
to hear that.
any chance of you think Fight Somebody? A lot of people have been clamoring for that
Oh,
B-side.
yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like remember when they did for the Prudential Center? He played the
Oh,
whole
he played an
CD that one
album.
night.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
That would be great if he played the whole CD that one night. You know what I mean? The whole new album. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. And he's
Yeah.
done
That'd be
that
cool.
before.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Because then you hear all the new songs
Sure.
in their entirety, which is really cool.
You could have a forever night. Jerry, what are the moments you're looking for to know, like, man, I'm at the show again?
Chantel said, I'm so excited to see them in Madison Square Garden. I haven't seen them there since the Lost Highway tour. And I've seen shows back to back, but having a residency where you can stay for a whole week in New York and see them 4 times, I think is great. And hopefully the set list changes it. That's the magical thing about a Bon
He'll do,
Jovi
yeah.
show. Yeah, the set list always changes. But the songs I'm looking forward to, like Michelle said, are the new ones, like Red, White, and Jersey, Waves. I think Walls of Jericho is going to be a big anthem
Yeah.
live. And Living in Paradise. I really want to see that one too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. That would be great.
Yeah.
And if any of the duet people are in the area, you never know if they'll
Yeah, bring them
Avril,
on.
That'd be really cool
Avril
too.
Lavigne shows up, I will be a
It'll
happy
be
man.
a jelly roll to roll on in
Oh,
for
that'd be really
living
cool.
proof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd
that'd be
actually tell
really
Ellen,
cool.
I
Go
I'm
ahead.
mentioned
very
to Ellen,
excited to see what he does.
Yeah.
That's why I'm coming back on the 26th.
Nice. Good. You get more miles that way. You get,
That's right.
yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
my wife keeps telling me no more shows, no more shows. I'm lucky to get the first 4. So.
Oh, that's just
But
code for being see more shows, see more shows. Because
Well,
whatever women say, they always mean the opposite.
we'll see.
my husband said, "You're only doing one." I'm like, "Right now, yes."
But just
I'm
wait
So,
very,
until
very,
July
very
15th
fortunate.
when I
Mine
tell you
didn't
I'm
do
going
nothing.
back.
He didn't argue.
Yep.
He is though is go enjoy these shows, Bobby, because we don't know what the future of the band is going to be after these
no.
shows next summer. This could be it, there could be more. Just go and have fun, enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's all you can do as a fan.
Yeah,
Yep,
whenever these
absolutely.
cycles come around, with ticket sales and whenever things are first published, you always have the contrarians that will come on and poo-poo whatever. But you just have to kind of go through that and discard that, bypass that because just be there and be there for the experience, pretty much. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
And
he threw 9 shows at us, and now we got to scramble to buy 9 shows.
let's scramble 9 shows, go to Wembley, see what happens. If prices may come down leading up to the shows, you never know. And
Yeah.
sometimes you get
Yeah.
usually people get stuff really good like the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, my anxiety can't take
Yeah,
waiting
I
till the
can't
week.
do
But
that.
it's just not going to touch it. Can't do it. Just
Yeah.
can't. And it's
One,
funny because my son's a big like a country star fan, and
yeah.
I'm preaching to him. You need to wait. You need to wait. And as I'm sitting here going typing and looking and just again, old habits die hard.
My
We usually
pre-sales
don't have this
tomorrow
problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
for one of those shows, Michelle, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
if I just wait, and I'm like, I don't know that I can.
have any of you guys ever bought tickets for Bon Jovi from a scalper?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
No, I did
wait.
StubHub. I did StubHub, but I think I did StubHub for the Prudential Center, and it was like because I had originally bought like 6 out of 10. I tried to work till like really late,
Yeah.
and then of course you knew what time they were hitting the stage.
Yeah.
I'm at that venue 15 minutes away. I'm like, I would come home and go, there's just no way. So I call StubHub a half hour before, and I'm like, you're going to sell that ticket to me half price, right? And they
Yeah.
did because
Yeah.
it was right before you're walking in the
Mhm.
door. So, yep.
Or the
I've
correct answer.
never,
Go ahead.
I've never bought off StubHub. I've always done fan club. Um, I did I've had extra before, and someone couldn't go, whatever it may have been. And in 2000, when they did the real short tours, and they did like basketball arenas at high schools, and it was,
Mhm.
small little places, just kind of
Wow.
warming up. I had 2 tickets for that, and there were 2 girls that were out looking for a scalper, and there just weren't any. The place didn't hold enough
Mm.
people. And I could never be a scalper because I gave them those tickets for free and told them,
Wow.
come on, let's go.
Wow.
And that was so no, I can't buy from a scalper because I couldn't be a scalper because I expect
Mm.
them to give them away.
I
Well,
bought from Miss Scalper because I had to get in.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
one time I was in
exactly.
the rain. I was in the rain in Boston during Orpheum 1997. He was solo. And I was with someone from college and I don't know what happened to my tickets, but I found a nice sketchy guy outside and I went to the Bank of America ATM and we sat in the back and watched him and we watched all the ladies up front dancing with him and yeah, it was a good show. But actually the
Mm.
correct answer to the question was if you've ever bought Bon Jovi tickets from a scalper, the answer is yes, because we all had to go on Ticketmaster for this recent tour. Zing! All right. Any
There you go.
closing remarks from this fan summit? Anything else you guys want to say? Final pitch to the Shark Tank panel of the power brokers that could bring back a fan club if possible. No.
Bring
Silent.
back.
I
Please
agree.
bring back.
Yeah.
We need our backstage back,
Yeah.
or JBJ experience, runaway, whatever they want to call it is
Anything you'd say to
fine.
Mark Cuban, Damon
Yeah.
John? No, okay. Well, good. Well, I'm gonna let you guys then get to sleep. You guys did a favor staying up late, so go to sleep, and we will fire this off. We have spoken into the megaphone, so
There you
let's see who hears things because we can. Good. That was good. I invoked a
Sounds
song
good.
title in there. Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
right. Good
All
job.
All right. Good job. All right.
All right,
Good.
guys. Good
Thanks, you
night.
guys. Socially Awkward is
Yeah.
out, and we will see